Jonathan cleaned up. Then he heard the sound, or Blackberry Subway Jam, written by Robert Munsch. Jonathan's mother went to get a can of noodles. She said, "Jonathan, please don't make a mess." When she was gone, Jonathan stood in the middle of the apartment and looked at the nice clean rug and the nice clean walls and the very, very clean sofa and said, "Well, there is certainly no mess here." Then he heard a sound. It was coming from behind the wall. He put his ear up against the wall and listened very carefully. The noise sounded like a train. Just then, the wall slid open, and the subway train pulled up and stopped. Someone yelled, "Last stop, everybody out!" Then little people, big people, fat people, and thin people, and all kinds of people came out of Jonathan's wall and around his apartment and out the front door. Jonathan stood in the middle of the living room and looked around. There was writing on the wall, gum on the rug, a man sleeping on the sofa, and all the food was gone from the refrigerator. "Well," said Jonathan, "this certainly is a mess." His mother came in. She yelled, "Jonathan, what a mess!" Jonathan said, "The wall opened up and there was a subway train. Thousands of people came running through." But his mother said, "Oh, John, don't be silly. Clean it up." She went out to get another can of noodles, and Jonathan cleaned up. When he was done, he heard the sound. It was coming from behind the wall. He put his ear up against the wall and listened. The noise sounded like a train. Just then, the wall slid open, and there was a subway. Someone yelled, "Last stop, everybody out!" And all kinds of people came out of Jonathan's wall, ran around his apartment, and out the front door. Just then, his mother came in. She heard a noise. It was coming from behind the wall. She put her ear right against the wall and listened very carefully. It sounded like a train. Just then, the wall slid open and a subway train pulled up. Someone yelled, "Last stop, everybody out!" And all kinds of people ran out of Jonathan's wall, ran around his apartment, and out the front door. Jonathan went up to the conductor and said, "This is not a subway station. This is my house." The conductor said, "If the subway stops here, then it's a subway station. You shouldn't build your house in a subway station. If you don't like it, go see City Hall." So Jonathan went to City Hall. When he got there, the lady at the front desk told him to see the subway boss, and the subway boss told Jonathan to go see the mayor, so he went and saw the mayor. The mayor said, "If the subway stops there, then it's a subway station. You shouldn't build your house in a subway station. Our computer says it's a subway station, and our computer is never wrong." Then he ran out for lunch. In fact, everyone ran out for lunch, and Jonathan was all by himself at City Hall. Jonathan started to leave, but on his way out, he heard a sound. Someone was crying, "Ooh, I'm hungry." Jonathan listened very carefully. He walked up and down the hall and found the room it was coming from. He went in, and there was a big, enormous, shining computer machine. The computer was going wing, wing, ker-clunk, clickety-clang, and its lights were going off and on. The voice was coming from behind it. Jonathan squeezed in back of the machine and saw a little old man at a very messy desk. He looked at Jonathan and said, "Do you have any blackberry jam?" "No," said Jonathan, "but I could get you some. Who are you?" "I'm the computer," said the man. "That big machine that goes wing, wing, ker-clunk, clickety-clang does not work at all. I do everything for the whole city." Jonathan said, "I'll get you some blackberry jam if you'll do me a favor." A subway station is in my house at 980 Young Street. Please change it. Jonathan ran out and past all the offices with nobody there. He ran all the way to a jam store. He got 4 cases of jam. It took him 3 hours to carry it back to City Hall. There was still nobody there. Now, said the old man, where am I going to put the subway station? Jonathan said, use your imagination. Then he left, but the old man yelled after him, don't tell anyone the computer is broken. The mayor paid $10 million for it. Jonathan went home and said, there will be no more subways here. And he was right.